Hello, this is me, Tim from Tim and Jordan, back again with another video on wrestling. This is a special one. This is sort of a viewer requested one. By the way, I won't be doing many of these like ever really, but again, I felt like I had to do this especially because, again, a loyal fan of ours has decided that he wanted us to review RBW. This is Riptide Ballistic Wrestling, I believe, and it's sort of an indie thing, so I'm just kind of supporting it in this way. So if you're watching this, here's RBW. If you're watching from RBW, here you go, and yeah, I'm excited to review it. So let's get to it. By the way, I haven't seen any of the other episodes from the series. I know it's a new era titanium type thing, but yeah, that's all I really know about it. But yeah, I'm excited to watch it, and I'll give you my thoughts throughout.
Viewer discretion is advised. I don't want to close.
So we start off when this weird kind of flashy epilepsy warning intros here. You gotta notice that there's some people messing about here. Again, it's all for fun. The funniest thing is his dance here.
You better hope I don't find you.
It looks like the law was busting down the door that Cody Connor locked in.
So let me get this right. We are followed into a room where we are joined by a foreign man who talks, searching for Cody Connor. Now, there's also a robot man who responds. Is it Cody Connor? I don't know. Some mysterious figure. We've got to believe that Cody Connor has been decimated, right? And it's not great. It's just pretty bad out, whoever did it. So after a manic space of time, I think we actually get to the intro after about 25 minutes of waiting. The show is only 32 minutes long, and it took us 25 minutes to get to the show, apparently, something like that. Crazy amount of time. So here we are at the show. Right. Mr. Party's here, and let me cut this short because it's going to stretch on for a while throughout the entire show, but the basic story is here, Mr. Party, he wants to beat Purple Rain, the man who mysteriously probably took out his friend from the new DX, I think. That's the idea, that he comes into the ring here. It'll basically explain it. Also, before we get to that, the use of believe that is ultimately very despicable. I can't believe you would even ever believe to say that. See what I did there?
The commentator's table, and while I believe I did a good job on ring announcing, it was my first time, so if it was cringy, I apologize. I believe I did. It's worth a shot. I believe I did good. So,
well, if it's up for us to decide, I don't know on that, do I now? Anyways, Chris Hankins, or sorry, not Chris Hankins, Mr. Party, the champion, is here, and it is here. He's here with a Batman mask on for some reason. Why? I don't know. He's the super over face. Let's go.
Welcome to the Titanium Era.
What are you, Triple H? Welcome to NXT. Yeah.
What a great crowd we have here today. Alright, we might have no crowd.
What does that? The head shake. The head shake. Look around. Alright, we're going. We have nobody. Alright, let's get forward. Let's get this straight. Let's clear this up in my mind. So, we have our man here, the champion, Mr. Party. He is apparently suspended or something like this. And he will be suspended if the pay-per-view, if he loses. So, he wants to fight tonight and he needs to win. So, he chooses a weapons match. And this will be Purple Rain versus Mr. Party in a thumbtack match. And it just so happens that Purple Rain is... Someone will find out later. It's a bit funny who it is, but again, I'm just going to hint it. It is someone in his family, apparently. May or not be his mother. And he says his part... And so, basically, yeah, he's just saying, oh yeah, I need to win.
more than likely. We don't know against who, but Alex the Great. This is one of our top stars. Alex has to put him in a match tonight.
Of course he has to have the Evolution music, because Triple H. It's Triple H. He must be big fan of Triple H.
Chris Hankins, shut your mouth. This is a man that needs no introduction whatsoever.
Bit like the Robot Man, we just had the intro. Well, as well as that, your voice is really, really creepy right now, to be honest. It's a horror movie. So, Alex the Great's partner, whoever he is, has been suspended. Don't really care too much, but he's also referencing Chris Jericho, saying that Mr. Party is a stupid idiot, and saying if you want some, come get some, so referencing John Cena. He also says he'll fight. He has 2 guitars, not 1, not 2, but not 1, not 3, but 2. 2 guitars. And so it's King Bull versus Alex the Great, apparently. But it's not this week. It's built up for like next week or whatever, or at the pay-per-view. But probably next week, because this is the only other match scheduled. Really, if I had to pick a favourite between the two, man, I'd probably go with Mr. Party. He's less of an asshole, to be honest. I don't care if they're actually the same person, which I think they're not. I think they're twins or something like this. I don't know. But, God, seriously? You want to choose between these two guys? I don't know.
You see, what you don't understand is I attacked Pring, your partner, with this very bad.
You look, see what I mean about people him being an asshole and attacking everybody. This is what I'm saying. One thing I gotta get straight: who attacked Connors at the start of the show? I'm just asking.
The monster named Purple Rain. See you on the unemployment line.
Meanwhile, we got something going on backstage, apparently. I'm just going to check my script here because I don't know what's going on here. I know that Lavis is running for GM. He's the guy who's here, a Mexican. But here's of Purple Rain's injury. He says he will bring out Plan B. Now, Plan B, we don't quite know what yet, but we know the Lavas could be quite sinister. He's Mexican, so supposedly he's evil then, apparently. Anyway, meanwhile, some intermission happens. Not quite sure what this is. I know that... Actually, no. Just pretend I don't know what this is. Going into this, did they just steal an indie wrestling package and then add like its own? Because that's not their own. That actually looks worse. This looks worse than what I'm watching right now. No offense to RBW or anything, but you have a fair show, okay? You can't take other people's indie footage. That's just like a sermon rule in all of wrestling. This is CWP. Do you have rights for this? I don't even know if you have rights for this. Like, to be honest, I don't know. Alright, moving along. Next segment on the show. It's a Mistro or something like that backstage. Says what people are now feeling... Or sorry, no. It's a Lavo backstage. He meets a guy called Mistro, or Alex the Great. I don't know who this is. He has a mask, so we'll not question it. He says... Oh, sorry, he says that... Just listen to the way he says office. So he says... It's not office. It's not office, or office. It's office. I'm sorry. I'm not going to make fun of you anymore. Sorry. He hit me up with a chair because he says that he didn't attack anybody. Nothing to do with anybody. You're not going to have a great job of getting a job. Trust me, if you do that in real life, yeah, you got no job opportunities whatsoever. So we're joined by our two commentators here who are looking dapper in their outfits, which is cool to see. And yeah, I'm very excited to see the rest of the show, see where it takes... What the... Lights go out and... Jesus Christ! So one of the commentators basically just took out the other commentator. He says, something about, Chris showing who he really is and taking down Chase Hankins is just another one of the list of victims he has set up because he likes beating people up. So basically one of the commentators turns evil, the other one is like, what's going on? And he's kind of working for the opposition. He's not working for the opposition like different company, but again, he's kind of working, infiltrating the company. He's a bad egg, basically. He's a bad egg. Next up, we meet Scythe. on the show, he explains that he ratted out the owner of RBW, whoever that is, I don't know, because we have commentators. We have that Mexican guy Alavo, who's not in control, he's just running for GM. Is he the guy in control? I don't think so. I don't know anymore. Alavo somehow is like the secretary and knows everything about everything, but isn't in control of the company. Can't explain that, but I do know that we have another kind of evil-ish guy, Silth Scythe. He says it's time to stand up to the opposition. It's time to stand up to the owner. He wants like an uprising. He's kind of this signature sort of, I do it for the reasons in inverted commas.
I'm Alex the Great. And as you know, well, a lot of us in the backstage segment was on his phone talking to me. I'm the one who told him Purple Rain was injured. And now, yes, it's true, Purple Rain is injured. So does that mean the match tonight, the thumbtack match between Purple Rain and Mr. Party version 2 is over? Is it off? Is the match off?
So now I'm getting even more confused on what's going on. Arthur Purple Rain in the art was the person who was taking everybody else out and they're angry at her. But apparently it's the opposite way. She's injured, so there's probably about 2 or 3 people injured. So again, the conversation is just a sprawling thing where he's like, who will replace Mr. King Bull-ish? It's going to be King Bull versus the debuting Mighty Mick next week. And Mr. Party is involved somehow. I don't know. But I know that, yeah, it's all a bit confusing.
Now this is how a room knockout match works. King Bull or Mighty Mitch. This match will take place in Mighty Mitch's room. Not King Bull's room, Mighty Mitch's room. And Mighty Mitch or King Bull, you have to knock your opponent out in 1 second.
Is that even physically possible to knock someone out in 1 second? I don't know the idea behind that, but I'm pretty sure not. So, again, second mic drop of the night, I should say. Interesting. And there you go, there's our match tonight, it says, but it's not on tonight. After all that BS and some 3 years ago segment where that match took place, apparently, because it didn't take place in the present day, and also a teaser for a new wrestler, we got the main event, a thumbtack match, which immediately Purple Rain just double choke slams, picks up King Bull and just chucks him into the chair thing. Fake thumbnails, by the way. Yes, that was the show. Honestly, it wasn't great. It wasn't like a 5-star. If I had to give it a star, I would give it a 2.5. I think it needed a lot of work, a lot of improvement. The story wasn't exactly like, in my mind, it wasn't exactly like flattened out, thoroughly looked at properly. Okay, so the thing I understand is that we have a bit of a rivalry going on. Of course, Mr. Party says he's the best. He always has been, really. He's kind of this guy. And then there's some other, superstars who want their revenge on his men. But that's where I get confused, because I don't know who's on whose side. I know with, Alex the Great, he kind of is a rebeller. Mystic is kind of a rebeller. And, yeah, it's all a bit icky. So, Purple Rain is probably injured. But in the match, Mr. Party did actually eventually take on Mr. Purple Rain. I thought it was somebody else, but I guess it's not. It's actually King Bull. But I don't know if that is right. I don't know what I'm thinking. I probably won't watch this again, but I can tell you it was alright to watch. It was funny. There was some comedy moments in there that actually were kind of funny. Apart from that, no wrestling matches. I don't know what's up with that. Where were the wrestling matches? There was apparently like 1, it wasn't actual wrestling. 2, so if I improve it, 1, actual wrestling matches. 2, a clearer story where I know where the characters are, they're distinctly different, and they distinctly know who is fighting who, and they shouldn't be like making up, excuses. Oh, I'm injured, or oh, you know, you can't fight me, or something like this. But, you know, just script it out a bit more. And 3, possibly make it shorter and make it more concise, instead of all this dilly-dally with ads, teasers. It looks like an actual episode of TV where there's like ads left and right. So take all those out. Take out that weird indie crap. Just flatten it out and stick to the basics, and you'll be on your way. So that's it. That's my review of Riptide Ballistic Wrestling Titanium Episode 3. It was live streamed a while back. I'll leave a link in the description to the channel if you want to see it, want to check it out, or, you know, similar stuff like that. Again, alright, make sure to subscribe, comment below, share, and if you agree in any of this, just, obviously, if you don't hate me for it, just, you know, tell me why you don't agree with what I'm saying, and we'll talk about it. And don't want to turn into a fist fight right now. But yeah, that was it. Thank you guys for watching. See you all next time. Bye.